This is animated Doug Jackson, inspired by live-action Doug Jackson, founding attorney of the law firm of Douglas G. Jackson. As you know, though I'm better looking and probably smarter than live-action Doug Jackson, only real-life humans can get law degrees, which technically makes me a non-attorney spokesperson. Today, I want to talk to you about how to deal with the aftermath of Hurricane Ian. We'll talk about helping you get money for your losses, including business interruption, and making sure you don't get scammed. Specifically, in this video we'll talk about making insurance claims for your home and business, being a way of possible emergency funding, extension for certain filings, and being aware of scams. Hurricane Ian was a major hurricane and caused catastrophic damage. It was reportedly the fifth most powerful hurricane to make landfall in the United States. Homes are damaged. Businesses are damaged. Businesses suffered lost revenue due to closures. There was major loss. Loss of business income, loss of property, loss of homes, and worst of all, loss of life. Let us take a moment of silence for all of those lost to Hurricane Ian. Whatever your losses, you must continue to move forward. You can't go back. You can't change the past, no matter how much it hurts. But you can change the future, and that's what we'll be talking about today. First, let's talk about property insurance. If you have property insurance, especially flood insurance, most damage to your property should be covered. However, insurance companies make money by collecting your premiums, not paying claims. Often, insurance companies may try to offer you less than what you could get with proper legal representation. Make sure that you understand what is covered, and that you speak to a professional before accepting any money from an insurance company. You already lost so much, don't lose more by leaving it on the table. Make sure that all of your losses are reimbursed. After all, isn't that the reason you pay for your property insurance? At minimum, hire a lawyer to review your policy. The lawyer is working in your best interest, not the insurance company's best interest, to tell you how to get the most for what you've already paid for. Second, let's talk about business interruption insurance. If you have business interruption insurance, you may be entitled to compensation for lost revenue from business during a disaster. Even if you only lease, this option may be for you. You likely had to close your business for at least a few days. You may have been without power or internet for much longer. This impacted your ability to work, and it impacted the number of clients or customers who would visit your business. Make sure that all of your losses are reimbursed. After all, isn't that the reason you pay for your insurance? At minimum, hire a lawyer to review your policy. The lawyer is working in your best interest, not the insurance company's best interest, to tell you how to get the most for what you've already paid for. Third, be aware of any emergency funding. Often, after a major disaster, the government may make some funding available. For example, FEMA already has a web page up and running for if or when there might be some funding. Visit www.fema.gov/disaster/3584 for updates to determine if any funding has been approved. Fourth, be aware of extensions for filing certain legal documents. For example, the IRS has already extended filing deadlines for those impacted by Hurricane Ian. Also, most courts in Central Florida were closed, which tolls all filing deadlines. Do not just forget about your deadlines. If you missed a deadline because of the storm, see if you can still file or if you can get an extension. Fifth, record any of your losses. We talked earlier about insurance, but even if losses are not covered by insurance, you might be able to write off some losses on your taxes. This is a savings to you, and in some cases, you might even be entitled to a refund. Talk to tax professionals to determine what you can save in taxes due to your losses. Finally, be aware of scams. Unfortunately, unscrupulous individuals may try to take advantage of people in bad situations. Be cautious of anyone who wants money up front. Make sure that they have the proper business filings and, if applicable, licenses and insurance. Be cautious of scammers. In times like these, we have no choice but to continue to progress forward. We cannot change the past, but we can shape our future. Life may have knocked you down, but you can take a moment, catch your breath, and get right back up. We believe in you, and in certain situations, we may be able to help. Now, as a final word, please remember that the law firm of Douglas G. Jackson is located in beautiful St. Petersburg, Florida. Reach us by calling 1-800-704-6045. Again, that's 1-800-704-6045, or find us online at www.getyourlegalaction.com. Again, that's www.getyourlegalaction.com. Having trouble remembering the website? Just remember to get your legal action at the law firm of Douglas G. Jackson,